What up, y'all? This is Mr. Downtown Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Thursday, December 8th, 2022. Delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RayMelo. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Netflix is teasing the new film, The Pale Eye Blue. The streaming service shared a trailer for the gothic mystery film Wednesday featuring Christian Bale. The Pale Blue Eye is based on the Louis Bayard novel of the same name. The story is inspired by the writings of Edgar Allan Poe and features a fictional version of the author as one of the characters. The Pale Blue Eye follows Augustus Lander, played by Bale, a detective who teams up with the young Poe, played by Harry Melling, to investigate a series of murders at the United States Military Academy in West Point, New York in 1830. The trailer shows Lander and Poe uncover possible occult motives behind the gruesome murders of a cadet. Lizzie Byington, Gillian Anderson, Charlie Thehan, Charlotte Gainsbourg, Toby Jones, Harry Lottie, Timothy Spall, Simon McBurney, Gideon Glick, Hadley Robinson, Fred Heschinger, and Robert Duvall also have roles. The Pale Blue Eye is written and directed by Scott Cooper, who previously collaborated with Bale on Out of the Furnace in 2013 and Hostiles in 2017. The film opens in selected theaters December 23rd and begins streaming on January 6, 2023 on Netflix. Megan producer Jason Blum made a splash on the red carpet Wednesday. Blum attended the film's Los Angeles premiere with cast members Allison Williams, Violet McGraw, Ronnie Chang, Brian Jordan Alvarez, Jen Van Epps, Amy Donald, and Jenna Davis. Megan is a sci-fi horror film based on a story by Aleka Cooper and James Wan and directed by Gerard Johnston. The movie follows Gemma, played by Williams, a brilliant toy company robotics who creates Megan, a lifelike doll with artificial intelligence. Blum dressed up as Megan, played by Donald and voiced by Davis in the film. The producer wore a long blonde wig and a camel-colored dress with white tights. Several dancers also dressed up as Megan at the premiere. Williams attended the event with her partner, actor Alexander Draymond. The couple welcomed their first child together, son Arlo, this past winter. Megan opens in theaters January 6, 2023. Jerrod Carmichael, the comedian actor, has been announced as the host of the revamped Golden Globes, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association announced on Thursday. Helen Hoyen, the president of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, said in a statement, "We're so excited to have Jerrod Carmichael host the historic 80th Golden Globe Awards. His comedic talents have entertained and thrilled audiences while providing thought-provoking moments that are so important in the times we live. Jerrod is a special kind of talent this show calls for to kick off the awards season." Carmichael will host the show live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Beverly Hills, California on January 10th. He won an Emmy last year for writing in a comedy special for Jerrod Carmichael, Rothaniel, which aired on HBO Max. In it, Carmichael came out as gay. The Golden Globes will air live on NBC and Peacock. Carmichael created and starred The Carmichael Show on NBC for 3 seasons from 2015 to 2017. In April, he made his hosting debut on NBC's long-running comedy sketch show, Saturday Night Live. Golden Globes executive producer Jesse Collins said Jerrod is a phenomenal talent with a fresh perspective and excellent comedic timing. The Golden Globes are rebooting after a scandal erupted over the Hollywood Foreign Press Association's diversity, as well as its financial ties and policies. This year will mark the show's first broadcast since before the pandemic. The association signed a new 1-year deal with NBC in September. Carmichael's resume should prove complementary to the often freewheeling Golden Globes. Aside from his Emmy-winning special, he hosted 2 stand-ups, 2014's Love at the Store on HBO, directed by Spike Lee, and in 2017's Jerrod Carmichael, 8. Golden Globe nominees will be announced live on Monday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time by George and Mayan Lopez of the new NBC sitcom Lopez vs. Lopez. Apple Studios has greenlit a new drama. Via press release today, they announced that the series Firebug, starring and executive produced by Taron Egerton, about a detective and arson investigator who joined forces, is heading to the screen. The series is from the same creative team behind the critically acclaimed Apple TV Plus series Blackbird, which Egerton also starred in. Show creator Dennis Lehane rejoins Egerton and executive producers Richard Pepler, Carrie Anthony Hollis, Bradley Thomas, and Dan Frankenkeenan for the series inspired by the Truth Media's Firebug podcast, hosted by Ann Hollis. This will be the fourth project for Apple Studios, produced by Imperative Entertainment, along with Killers of the Flower Moon from Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio, and The Wager, based on the book by David Grant. Egerton, who starred as Elton John in Rocketman, has a busy release schedule ahead. In July, he announced that he'll be starring in the upcoming Netflix thriller Carry On. He'll play a TSA agent blackmailed into allowing a dangerous package on a plane on Christmas Day. Egerton is also doing another role for Apple. He's playing game publisher Hank Rogers in Tetris, the movie. Apple TV Plus is teasing new episodes of Carpool Karaoke, the series. The streaming service shared a trailer for the episode Thursday featuring new celebrities. The episodes will feature Kevin Bacon and his brother, composer Michael Bacon, Ciara and her husband, NFL star Russell Wilson, Hillary Clinton and her daughter Chelsea Clinton, and Amber Ruffin, Duran Duran and Sandra Oh, Nikki Glazer and Wilco, Method Man and Chris Redd, the cast for All Mankind and other stars. The trailer shows Ciara and Wilson singing along to Juicy by the Notorious B.I.G. and Chelsea Clinton and Ruffin singing Roar by Katy Perry. Carpool Karaoke, the series, is based on Late Late Show with James Corden's segment. The Apple TV Plus series is produced by CBS Studios and Fullwell 73 Productions and does not feature a specific host. The new episodes will premiere Friday on Apple TV Plus. Mike Flanagan plans to adapt Stephen King's The Dark Tower as a TV series. Flanagan, a writer, director, and producer known for creating the Netflix series The Haunting of Hill House, said in an interview with Deadline published Thursday that he's developing a new show with Trevor Macy based on King's Dark Tower book series. Flanagan and Macy, who launched the Interpred Pictures in 2004, envisioned the Dark Tower adaptation as a 5-season TV series followed by 2 standalone feature films. The pair have acquired the rights to The Dark Tower, which Flanagan described as my holy grail of a project for most of my life. Flanagan has written a pilot script and season outlines for the show thus far. Flanagan and Macy previously adapted King's novels Gerald's Game and Dr. Sleep. King's Dark Tower series consists of 8 novels inspired by multiple genres, including fantasy, sci-fi, horror, and western. The series follows Roland Deschain, a gunslinger searching for the magical and mysterious Dark Tower. The Dark Tower was previously adapted as a 2017 film starring Idris Elba, Matthew McConaughey, and Tom Taylor. Shadow and Bone will return for a second season on Netflix in March 2023. Netflix shared a premiere date March 16th and first look photos for the season Thursday. Shadow and Bone is based on Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows books by Leg Bardugo and takes place with her Grisha-verse universe. The series follows Elena Starkov, played by Jessie Melly Lee, a young woman with the ability to manipulate the elements. The photo shows Elena, played by Lee, wield her powers, and also features the characters Mal Otrezev, played by Archie Renault, Kaz Brecker, played by Freddie Carter, Anja Kaffa, played by Armita Suman, and General Alexander Krigan, a.k.a. The Darling, played by Ben Barnes. Netflix added 4 actors, Liz Tan, Anna Leong Boffrey, Patrick Gibson, and Jack Wolf to the Season 2 cast in January. The Shadowbone cast teased Season 2 in June after wrapping filming. Renault says to expect love, power, heartbreak in the new season. Shadow and Bone premiered on Netflix in April 2021. The series was renewed for Season 2 that June. Betty Gilpin's new series, Mrs. Davis, is coming to Peacock in April 2023. Peacock shared a premiere date and first look photos for the drama series Wednesday. The photo shows Gilpin as Simone, a nun who goes to battle against an all-powerful artificial intelligence known as Mrs. Davis. Jack Madorn plays Simone's rebellious ex, who also has a personal vendetta against the algorithm. Andy McQueen also stars. Recurring cast members include Ben Chaplin, Margot Martindale, David Arquette, Elizabeth Marvel, Kaja Herberts, Christopher Demonopoulos, Ashley Romans, Tom Malishka, and Mathilda Olivier. Mrs. Davis is written and executive produced by Tara Hernandez and Damian Lindloff, with Hernandez also serving as a showrunner. Owen Harris and Althea Jones also executive produced and directed multiple episodes. Mrs. Davis will have a 4-episode premiere April 20th, 2023 on Peacock, with subsequent episodes to follow weekly on Thursday. Gilpin is known for playing Debbie Liberty Barrel Egan on the Netflix series Glow. Netflix is giving a glimpse of the new series Treason. The streaming service shared a trailer for the spy thriller series Wednesday, featuring Charlie Cox. Treason is written and created by Matt Charman. The series follows Adam Lawrence, played by Cox, the newly formed head of the M16, who is caught in a conspiracy. The official description reads, when the past catches up with the newly appointed head of M16 in the form of a Russian spy with whom he shares a complicated past, he is forced to question everything and everyone in his life. Secrets, lies, and diplomatic relationships will all come to light. Olga Koyanenko, Una Chaplin, and Ciaran Hinds also star. Treason premieres December 26th on Netflix. Disney Plus is giving a glimpse of Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 2. The streaming service shared a poster and trailer for the season Wednesday. Star Wars The Bad Batch is an animated sequel spin-off to Star Wars The Clone Wars. The series follows the Bad Batch, a squad of elite clones troopers. In the aftermath of the Clone Wars, the trailer shows the Bad Batch take on new missions and meet the new character Phoebe Genoa, voiced by Wanda Sykes. The official description reads, when a new season opens, months have passed since the events of Camino, and the Bad Batch continue their journey navigating the Empire after the fall of the Republic. They will cross paths with friends and foes, both new and familiar, as they take on a variety of thrilling mercenary missions that will take them to unexpected and dangerous new places. D. Bradley Baker voices the members of the Bad Batch, with Michelle Ang as Omega, Real Perman as Sid, and Noshir Dalla as Vice Admiral Rampart. Star Wars The Bad Batch is executive produced by Dave Filoni, Athena Portillo, Brad Raoul, Jennifer Corbett, and Carrie Beck. Season 2 will have a 2-episode premiere January 4th, 2023 on Disney Plus, with subsequent episodes to follow weekly. Amazon has added 8 to the cast of The Lord of the Rings: The Ring of Power. Prime Video said in a press release Wednesday that Oliver Alvin Wilson, Stuart Bowman, Gabby Singh Ciara, William Chubb, Kevin Eldon, Will Keane, Selena Lowe, and Calam Lynch will have recurring roles in Season 2 of the fantasy drama. Alvin Wilson is known for playing Chips Benson on Collateral, while Bowman portrayed Alexandre Bontis Teps on Versailles. Lynch played Theo Sharp on Bridgerton. Amazon added Ben Daniels and 6 others to the Season 2 cast last week. Sam Hazeldine will replace Joseph Malley as the Orc leader Aldar in the new season. Production on Season 2 is underway in the United Kingdom. The Producers Guild of America announced Thursday it will give Tom Cruise the David O. Selznick Award. The PGA award ceremony is February 25th at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles. The Selznick Award recognizes a producer's body of work. Cruise became a producer with the first Mission Impossible movie. His latest production, Top Gun Maverick, is the highest-grossing movie of 2022. That makes it Cruise's biggest movie and also Paramount's. The PGA Honors follows Cruise's career retrospective at this year's Cannes Film Festival, where Maverick was screened. Like Cruise, past Selznick Award winners include multi-hyphenates like director Steven Spielberg. Other Selznick Award-winning producers include James Bond producer Barbara Broccoli, Marvel's Kevin Feige, Harry Potter and Paddington producer David Hyman, Imagine Entertainment's Brian Grazer, and Universal Studios president Mary Parent. Cruise also produces Mission Impossible sequels, Vanilla Sky, The Last Samurai, and 2 Jack Reacher movies. He also produced movies in which he did not star, such as Without Limits, The Others, Shattered Glass, Ask to Dust, and Elizabeth Temp. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is due in theaters next year, with Part 2 in 2024. Cruise is also producing an untitled movie planning to film in space. Al Roker hopes to return home soon amid his hospitalization. The Today Weather anchor gave an update Thursday after being hospitalized for the second time in November. Roker shared a photo on Instagram of a sunrise from what appears to be his hospital room window. He captioned the post, "Hopefully coming home soon, but when your spirits sage a bit, you get to see that and recharge. God bless you all for all the prayers and well wishes for me and my family." Roker was hospitalized for blood clots in his legs and lungs in mid-November. He said at the time, "It's some medical whack-a-mole. I'm so fortunate to be getting terrific medical care and on the way to recovery." Roker was released from the hospital November 24th on Thanksgiving, but missed hosting the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for the first time in 27 years. His Today co-host confirmed December 1st that Roker was hospitalized again shortly after his release. Roker missed the Christmas tree lighting ceremony at Rockefeller Center due to his health issues. Hoda says that it was wonderful hosting the celebration, but of course we all wish that Al could have been with us, but due to some complications he is back in the hospital and he is in very good care. He's resting and his doctors are keeping an eye on him. Roker was previously diagnosed with prostate cancer in September 2020 and underwent surgery in November 2020. Toni Collette and her husband, musician Dave Galafasi, are heading for divorce. The 50-year-old actress announced her split from Galafasi in a joint statement Wednesday on Instagram. The pair wrote, "After a subsequent period of separation, it is with grace and gratitude that we're announcing we are divorcing. We are united in our decision, in part with continuing respect and care for each other. Our kids are of paramount importance to us, and we will continue to thrive as a family, albeit at a different shape." They said, "We're thankful for the space and love you grant us as we evolve and move through this transition peacefully. A big thanks to all." Collette shared the news after photos surfaced of Galafasi kissing another woman on the beach in Sydney, Australia. Collette and Galafasi married in January 2003 and have two daughters, daughter Sage Florence, 14, and son Arlo Robert, 11. Collette is known for such films as The Sixth Sense, Little Miss Sunshine, and Hereditary. She will star with Robert Pattinson in the upcoming sci-fi drama Mickey 17, directed by Bong Joon-ho. The final autopsy report for Anne Heche shows there was no active drugs in her system when the actress crashed her car in August, according to the Los Angeles Medical Examiner's officer. The final toxicology report, released Tuesday, shows certain drugs were found in the Men in Trees and Wag Star system from prior use, but were determined to be inactive when Heche crashed her car at a high speed into a Los Angeles home. Blood test at the hospital shows the presence of benzonidazole, which is an inactive metalobite of cocaine, indicating past use, according to the medical examiner. They mentioned cannabinoids were detected in the urine, but not in the blood test, which is consistent with prior use, but not at the time of injury. Toxicology results also showed prior use of marijuana, no alcohol at the time of the crash. It was also evident of fentanyl, but that was determined to have been administered by the hospital. The medical examiner's office declared Heche's death an accident in August, saying the actress died primarily from smoke inhalation and thermal injuries. Heche sustained a severe brain injury and burns in the fiery crash, slipped into a coma, and never woke up. She was taken off life support 2 days later after she was declared legally brain dead. Celine Dion is sharing her struggles with the rare neurological disorder. The 54-year-old singer postponed the spring 2023 dates of her Courage tour Thursday after being diagnosed with stiff person syndrome. In a video on Instagram, Dion said the disorder causes spasms that affects her ability to walk and sing. The star said, "Recently I have been diagnosed with a very rare neurological disorder called stiff person syndrome, which affects something like 1 in a million people. While we're still learning about this rare condition, we now know that this is what's been causing all of the spasms that I've been having. Unfortunately, the spasm affects every aspect of my daily life, sometimes causing difficulties when I walk and not allowing me to use my vocal cords to sing the way I'm used to." Dion was to kick off the European leg of her Courage tour February 24, 2023 in Prague, Czech Republic, but has rescheduled the shows to 2024. The summer of 2023 dates of her tour have also been canceled. The singer says, I've had a great team of doctors work alongside me to help me get better, and my precious children who are supporting me and giving me hope. I'm working hard with my support medicine therapist every day to build back my strength and my ability to perform again. But I have to admit, it's been a struggle. She told fans, I miss you so much. I miss seeing all of you being on stage and performing for you. I always give 100% when I do my live shows, but my condition is not allowing me to give you that right now. Dion postponed the opening of her Las Vegas residency show at Resorts World Theater in October 2021 due to, quote, severe and persistent muscle spasms. She canceled the remaining North American dates of her Courage tour in January, also citing muscle spasms. In an appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Mariah Carey showed her sense of humor, answering questions for the late-night host Colbert Questionnaire segment. The All I Want for Christmas Is You singer was asked about her documented love for the holiday season. The song has set records, including 3 acknowledgments by the Guinness Book World Records, highest charted holiday song on the Billboard Top 100 for a solo artist, most streamed song on Spotify for 24 hours, and most weeks in the UK Top 10 singles charts for a holiday song. Despite the success of All I Want for Christmas Is You, Carey set the record straight on her holiday dominance. She says, I did not call myself the Queen of Christmas. They can look up every interview I've ever done, and not to get super religious, but I think if anyone would be the Queen of Christmas, that would be Mary. But Carey told Colbert the inspiration for the song came from a genuine place. She said, I just happened to really love Christmas because I had kind of a tough childhood, and I always wanted Christmas to be perfect, and it never was. So then, when I was able to finally provide myself with and my friends, and now my little kids who are 11 years old, we had the most festive Christmas ever because it's actually authentic, and it came from a place of longing to have some normalcy and peace and just like a lovely holiday. Though a testament that the song's royalties have made Carey, who's also a songwriter, more than $60 million, she says that payment rates are as smallly low, with recording artists making just 1/16 of a penny when a song is streamed. She says, but we're still thankful for all of it. The 52-year-old also said she has no idea that All I Want for Christmas Is You would be so successful given its long run to number 1. It didn't top the charts until 2019, 25 years after its release. And finally, Lana Del Rey will release a new album in March 2023. The 37-year-old singer announced that the album Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard on Wednesday. Del Rey will release the new album March 10th. Cover art for Did You Know lists Mike Hermersa, Jack Antonoff, Drew Erickson, Zach Duels, and Benji as producers, and teases collaborations with John Baptiste, Bleachers, Father John Misty, Judah Smith, Tommy Genesis, and SYML. Del Rey also released the title track for the album. Did You Know will mark Del Rey's first album since Blue Banisters. The singer released Blue Banisters and Chemtrails Over the Country Club in 2021. In January, Del Rey released the single Watercolor Eyes for the HBO series Euphoria. And that is your entertainment report for Thursday, December 8th, 2022. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's REYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.